It's no longer hidden. Literacy is a huge problem in America. And expecting the schools to do it alone has only made it worse.
Only 35% of our nation's third graders are proficient at reading. We're leaving a whole lot of kids behind.
If at third grade they're not reading on grade level, it is so hard to catch them up.
The system really wasn't designed to look after all kids.
From kindergarten to third grade, kids learn to read. After third grade, they read to learn. And if they can't,
They're going to be behind, not just in reading, but in math and science and social studies.
The work just keeps getting harder and harder and harder. And if you can't read, you can't learn.
When we don't get them at the right time, society pays.
it's easy to point out the failures, but who is out there doing something about it? There's a county in Florida taking the literacy crisis head on. Indian River County was struggling with reading, and with around 70% of their kids on free and reduced lunch, the wealth disparity has perpetuated this crisis, and their families in high-poverty schools were stuck in a harmful cycle. Too many of their kids weren't thriving.
We can no longer, as a country, expect the American dream to be available for those kids in today's economy.
We all want our community to thrive. We want our country to thrive, but it all starts with literate children.
And these two local moms couldn't get their kids reading as well.
We both had boys who were struggling in school, and having it be so hard for them and nobody to help me was awful.
And with money, you can go get tutors, you can bend over backwards, but it's not fun. And without money, God save them.
In response, the Learning Alliance was started.
We were just two crazy moms and a philanthropist looking for a place to bring money and solutions.
And they set a goal for their community.
Because Liz said,
I said, well, the research will point to 95% of our population can be proficient readers. Let's set an easy goal. Let's dial it back a little bit and go with 90%.
And we were so naive. We thought that we'd solve this problem. We'd be out of business by 2018.
With their third graders at just 54% in 2015 and the poverty, this was an ambitious goal.
they probably think we're nuts.
We are.
But they were inspired by JFK's call to reach the moon with no known path. So the Learning Alliance called it their moonshot goal.
We choose to go to the moon, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills.
It's a big, ambitious goal. Nobody knows how to get there.
But the community adopted the Learning Alliance's vision.
So to have this moonshot goal,
it's all hands on deck.
A major movement in our community.
It's unified, everyone.
We break barriers.
We want to have 90% literacy by third grade.
It could be life-changing if we crack the code.
We'll change everything. It'll change a child, a family, the community, businesses, everything.
They bet on the idea that pouring tons of resources into the prenatal to third grade development of their kids would trickle up through their families and schools, ultimately transforming their community.
And so we've been advocating, what do we need to do in our homes? What do we need to do in our community? And what do we need to do in our schools?
They scoured the country for best practices. Liz completed her master's in learning disabilities, and they started piloting in-school, after-school, summer school, and teacher development programs.
It wasn't, let's just do a program that moves, 20 kids. We wanted something bigger and more.
Why don't we use the public school system and use the facilities that are here already to improve the lives of these kids?
They made progress, but were having a hard time scaling enough to reach their goal.
It's scary. It's scary to say 90%, right? You don't know how many times people have thrown mud in our face and said, oh, you're not there, you failed. And you have to persevere through that and say that the vision and the goal is worthy of us failing multiple times until we figure it out.
But they never gave up. And because of their strong partnership with the school district, they've been able to amplify their mission.
If we all have this collective goal of everyone being literate by the end of third grade, what are we waiting for? Let's go now.
I'm going to invest in K1 and 2, so by the time they get to third and beyond, I can change the experience by making sure they never get behind.
And the partnership between the Learning Alliance and the school district is really starting to pay off. In the last 5 years, their district grade has increased 33 state rankings, and now they are second in the state in third grade reading. Their performance has shown the most improvement in the state of Florida over the last 4 years and have been a grade A school district the last 3 years with a 96% high school graduation rate. Since 2015, their high-poverty elementary schools have improved dramatically, with only 2 B rankings. And while the state's third grade reading scores have only risen 4 percentage points over the last 10 years, their scores have risen 17 points in that same time. And since 2012, the Moonshot Moment has been recognized by the Campaign for Grade Level Reading more than any other community. This is still a story in progress, and only some of their schools are starting to reach their goal, but something special is happening here.
As a parent, I'm so grateful to the Learning Alliance.
Reading was kind of hard for me at first, but now I love it. I just want to come back to Moonshot every day.
I love reading.
I got better at reading.
Growing up, I struggled with reading, and I feel like the Learning Alliance has helped me be able to teach to Luca in a way that I wasn't able to do myself.
Thank you to the Learning Alliance.
Thank you to the Learning Alliance.
Gracias, Learning Alliance.
Together, we're changing the story for children in Indian River County. When you invest in literacy, you invest in the future of our community. Join us and help every child reach their full potential.